She'll do everything but swim.
What is that?
Green all day.
Guys, Brady just put green on and he just pinched me. And he's like, you're not wearing green. You're not wearing green. I'm like, I'm in my pajamas.
And then it just makes me feel like put together because I'm not really getting dressed. And then the gingham one that I linked has pockets, which is really nice. I mean, I'm not really using the pockets right now, but I know people like pockets. But I would say that this one's my favorite. Like, I just love the fabric. I love the lace. It feels very feminine. It's, again, like so stretchy, so comfortable, very postpartum friendly. I wore these in the hospital too. Like, the second I got out to postpartum, I put these on. Literally obsessed. Okay, I also was gonna say that I feel like these are super postpartum friendly too, because I also love a pair of like two-piece pajamas. You guys know that. I'm a pajama connoisseur, but the nightgowns postpartum are just so nice because you don't have anything like sitting on your stomach, if that makes sense. Like here, I just feel like that's kind of uncomfortable, especially with like postpartum cramps and like if you had a C-section or something. I just feel like a nightgown is just a way better option. And again, it just kind of feels like you're wearing a dress around the house, and I love that. I'm just sitting here staring at Teddy in his little swing, and my mind started drifting to, if any of you watch 1923, I need to know. I won't give any spoilers. But Brady and I literally looked at each other this morning and we were like, can you still believe last night's episode? Or technically it was Sunday's episode. We watched it last night. We watch White Lotus on Sundays, and then on Mondays we watch 1923. Anyways, that episode, like a lot happened. A lot happened. And if you're not watching 1923, okay, so like if you love Yellowstone, you need to watch all the ones technically before. It's like everything that happened before the Dutton family in Yellowstone, basically. So you have to watch it. You have to watch it. It's so good. It's crazy. It's, if you don't like shows that give you anxiety though and like have your adrenaline going, then maybe you won't like it. But we are obsessed with it. Like White Lotus is like kind of gives you anxiety, but it's mostly just like trying to figure out what's going on and like what the hidden messages are, which I love. 1923 though is like crazy action, fighting, so much, like truly so much. And I just need to know if anybody's watching it and if they're also still shook by Sunday's episode. The last two episodes have been so good. There was a lead up, there was a build up. Last two episodes were so good. So, okay guys, I'm not gonna lie. This morning has been rough. And I can't even say it's morning anymore because it's literally almost 1 o'clock and I'm in my pajamas and kind of mentally crashing out. Anyways, I ordered myself some DoorDash because don't even know what to eat right now, and I feel like that's one thing I'm struggling with right now. Is I feel like my milk supply is kind of dropping, and I'm not too worried about it because I feel like if I just focus a little bit more on like more water, more food, it'll be fine. It's not like so low that I like can't feed Teddy, but obviously it's like stressing me out a little bit. As well as that, I've talked about how he is like not napping during the day and I'm not gonna lie, it's been so hard because I feel like especially when you're in the newborn, like that stage, you rely a lot on like those naps for just a wee bit of a break. And so like when they're not napping, you're not really getting any sort of break. And then especially when you're like, for me, I'm exclusively pumping and nursing. So like I'm mostly exclusively nursing him, but then I'm pumping like in between, trying to keep my supply up, trying to get a stash, whatever. And just like if my boobs feel full and he's napping, I'm just gonna pump. Like I'm not just gonna let them like sit and be full. So that's kind of like my schedule with that. I don't really have a schedule, but I just feel like because I'm doing that all day, that's like alone a full-time job, nursing him. And if he's not sleeping, he's wanting to nurse all the time. So I feel like it's just like cluster feeding, which I know that's very normal, like around the 1 month mark, after the 1 month mark. So maybe he's just having a growth spurt. But because of that, I feel like the last couple days, I've just felt like my days are a legit blur because yeah, I don't even know how to explain it. It just feels like they're a blur. Like I look at the clock and I'm like, holy crap. So anyways, yeah, send tips, send advice. I don't really know if there's tips or advice to send. I'm gonna try to meal prep today, overnight oats and more oatmeal protein balls, because I feel like just having something on hand that I can eat really quick that helps with supply, like oatmeal is known to help with supply. I feel like that's good. And then I've been trying to drink more like liquid IV, coconut water. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, and then I'm trying to pump a little bit more to see if that will help, but also pumping too much is, I feel like, what mentally made me not do well when I was trying to breastfeed Trigg and I didn't have a great supply, which my supply has been way better this time around. But pumping a lot and then trying to also nurse him, I feel like is what made me mentally get into a little bit of a rut. So I kind of feel like that's what I'm getting into right now, and I need to just like take a step back and obviously take care of myself. So yeah, anyways, kind of just ranting. Luckily, I do feel like his nights have been better. Last night, we're not counting though, because last night was also a little rough. Last night, he went to bed around 9:30, and then he woke up at, what time did he wake up? Like 11:30, 12, which was pretty good. That was like, we were like, okay, we got to stretch. Like Braden and I were able to spend some time together and like get stuff done. And then he woke up again at like 1:30, and then again at 2:30, and then again at 3:30, and literally just kept waking up. And then I was having to pump, like I pumped last night. So it's like between that, my sleep was literally so inconsistent. I don't think I hit a deep sleep one time. And also I feel like when you're not in a deep sleep and your baby makes one singular noise, you're literally just like checking the bassinet to see if they're good. Anyways, I don't even know what I'm saying. But then like we've had a couple nights that have been great where like the other day he literally slept from like, because his pediatrician gave us the clearance to like let him sleep longer, and she was like, you don't need to be waking him up now, like you just let him sleep, like wake yourself up to pump or whatever to keep your supply, but like you can let him sleep. So anyways, the one night that she's like that she gave us that clearance, literally that night he slept so amazing. And it was literally from like I mean we pretty much consistently put him down at like 9:30, and then he woke up at, I want to say it was like 3:30, and then he didn't wake up again until his like normal morning feed, like around 6:30. And I was like, okay, like that was amazing. We got some consecutive stretches. But yeah, the no naps during the day is kind of making me crash out. So like I'm shocked he's napping right now. He'll usually get like maybe one good nap. I was also gonna say that yesterday I finally ordered a swing for him. Right now we have, sorry, I'm chewing. Right now we have the baby Bjorn, whatever, bouncer, and he loves that. But here's the thing, like I was just on a work call for an hour and he was not falling asleep. He's like swaddled, fed, staring at me. And so I literally just sat for an hour with my foot just rocking him, and that's like the only thing that will keep him calm. Otherwise I feel like he wants to nurse, or like just he's fussy. Like sometimes he's just inconsolable and I like can't figure out what he wants. And that's when I feel like I know he's tired, but he just does not want to fall asleep. So anyways, finally towards the end of my work call, he did fall asleep in the swing, and then the bouncer, and then I was able to like get him out, rock him, and then transfer him. So that's where I'm like, hopefully he stays asleep. But I was saying, I finally ordered him a little Graco swing. So that's supposed to come today from Amazon, and I'm very excited. So we'll see if that helps too, because I feel like that will be helpful if he like just doesn't want to take a nap. We can try something new other than like just the carrier, the yoga ball, the foot bouncer, where I can like set him in it and not have to be like physically hitting it with my foot. So yeah. Anyways, I'll keep you guys posted. Some of you might not care about this at all, but I thought I would give an update on Teddy's sleeping the last like couple days, because 2 days ago I posted stories and I was doing not well, because especially that day I was getting like 0 breaks, just constant feeding, trying to get him down for a nap, him waking up, whatever. First off, I want to say he has been now down for a nap. He's already taken 2 naps today, so he's been pretty like not on schedule. There's obviously no schedule. I'm really not following a schedule, but he's been pretty on track. Like, he should have already taken a couple naps today, so that's been good. He's still asleep. He's been sleeping for like an hour and a half. I am seriously, guys, it has made the biggest difference. I've been able to get myself ready today. I was able to do like a work call uninterrupted, got myself dressed, which, to be fair, I did the getting dressed while he was awake. But anyways, like, it's just been so helpful that he's been sleeping today. Okay, I also wanted to kind of rant some of the advice that I got. First off, like, biggest comment I got in my comment section, especially on TikTok, when I was talking about like him not napping that day, which I think was on Monday. So many people were like, cut back on your caffeine. I hate to say this to you, but like, you have to stop drinking caffeine. Like, I got probably 200, 300 comments that were about caffeine. Then I also got mixed comments that were like, actually, I don't think caffeine's the problem. You should be able to still be having like moderate caffeine consumption. Maybe try to time it with your feeds. So right now, currently, I'm not drinking caffeine and I'm seeing if it's helping. So far, maybe it's helping. I don't think it's been long enough for me to actually know if it's been helping personally, because I'm also doing a couple other things, but I'll keep you guys posted. I'm also going to just talk to his pediatrician and see what she says, because from what I've read on Google, I should be able to still be having like a cup or two a day and be fine. Okay, other big tip that we got that I think has honestly made the biggest difference, and I'm pissed at myself that I didn't do it sooner, because I really think it's been helping him, and I talked about this yesterday, is blacking out where he's sleeping. I really thought that this wasn't that big of a deal. I was like, no, if anything, I'm getting him used to like sleeping in different situations. I don't want him to always need like a blackout room, whatever. So I really thought I was doing him a favor, honestly. But now that I have bought a blackout tent, the one that I showed yesterday from Slumber Pod on Amazon, he is literally, it's night and day difference, you guys. Night and day difference. Like, his naps are longer. I feel like on the monitor when I'm seeing him like waking up, because it's very normal for newborns to like wake up in their sleep, and then you a lot of times think that you need to like intervene and like put their binky back in their mouth or mess with them or rock them or whatever, and a lot of times they'll just put themselves back to sleep. Like, at least that's what I've watched him do like 20 times during this nap. But my point is, I think that when that was happening before and he was kind of waking up, he was opening his eyes and seeing brightness, and it was stimulating him, and he was like, okay, time to wake up. And I'm like, bro, you've been down for literally 10-15 minutes. Whereas now he's been down for an hour and a half, and like I said, I don't know if this is the main reason. I just think it has made the biggest difference. He's waking up and he's just like in pitch black, so he's going back to sleep. He's moving around a little bit, he's making noises, but he's going back to sleep at least. Third piece of advice I got was just going off of sleep cues, which I know that this seems like the most normal, like, duh, but like a lot of times I feel like you think that you need to do a little bit of a schedule. At least that's what I was trying to do, of like, okay, I feed him every this many hours, which isn't a bad thing, and then I'm putting him down for a nap at this exact time and whatever, when sometimes they want to go down sooner, sometimes they want to go down later. So for me, I've been like following his cues. This is not revolutionary information, so like, if I sound dumb, sorry, this is just what's been helping me. But anyways, and I'm kind of just like word vomiting what I feel like has been helping. So just the last like day and a half, if he's yawning, if he's looking a little tired, if he's just like chill and he's not hungry, he doesn't want to play, he doesn't want to sit in his swing, like, if I can just tell that he's getting tired at all, like at all. Before, I would be fine with just like, oh, I'll just keep holding him, oh, I'll just like put him in his swing, oh, whatever. Now I immediately swaddle him, make sure his diaper's changed, stick a binky in his mouth, and he's going down for a nap. And I feel like that has made a huge difference of like, if I catch it right when he's showing cues and I put him down in the blackout tent, he's literally just falling asleep, like no fuss. Whereas before, I feel like putting him down even was harder, because he was not in a blackout tent, he was looking around, he was like confused why I was putting him down. There's my rant. I might sound dumb, but that's just like what's been helping us. So hopefully that helps someone else. And yeah, pretty like easy minor fixes that I think have made a big difference. And he's still sleeping, so I'm truly like, yes, so happy I've been able to like actually get stuff done today. As well as that, he slept really well last night, and I really do think that the tent has made like such a big difference. We also do use white noise. I wanted to add that. I always use white noise. I used it with Trigg too. I hear mixed things about that sometimes because people are like, you don't want them to rely on it, whatever. I will say when we're out and about, like in the car, whatever, I don't use white noise. I just have him fall asleep to whatever's around him. So maybe that's good. Maybe it's not. I don't know. A little bit inconsistent. But when he's taking naps and he's at home, he's getting white noise. And I do feel like that helps too. So yeah, there's my word vomit. Okay, so sorry. And then I'll be done with this sleeping rant. But I did forget another great piece of advice that I got is when they are awake, do like very stimulating activities with them. Obviously, I was doing stuff with Teddy. I was walking around with him. I was putting him in his bouncer, putting him in his swing, whatever. But I've been trying to be even more intentional about like playing with him in front of a mirror or like turning music on in the house or vacuuming with him, like stuff that gets him like really wide awake, because I have noticed that if I like am doing that, he's taking a better nap. So I've been trying to be like very conscious of that in the last like day and a half, and I do feel like that's also made a big difference. And I don't know if I said this, but that was also something I got DM'd like a ton, was to do stuff like that when they're awake, so that when they go to sleep they're actually tired because they're almost like overstimulated and they need to go to sleep.